Hello and welcome to a Path Less Travelled UK London South Kensington Museums tour. My name is Marcy, and as with all my walking guides, the aim of this tour is to make travelling between points of interest more interesting. For the main attractions, please make full use of the guides at the sites to get the most of your visit. Please note that the British Museum is not included in this tour as it is in a different area of London. Before proceeding, please ensure you have listened to the introduction on YouTube or read it on the Path Less Travelled UK Facebook or Instagram pages. This will give you all the relevant information, such as important safety notices, as you are responsible for your well-being at all times on these tours. Also, don't listen to the commentary while walking. Keep alert of your surroundings and find a safe spot to stop and listen. The next photo is from Google Maps, giving an overview of the area we're covering. There are also detailed maps within each section of commentary to assist you in finding your way around. The guided part of this tour only takes approximately 20 minutes, but you can spend hours in each of the 3 museums. Now, assuming you're up to speed on the general premise of these self-guided walking tours, let's begin. Today's tour is focused around the Natural History Museum, the Victoria and Albert Museum, and the Science Museum. I highly recommend picking the 2 that interest you the most and prioritize visiting them. You can nip into the 3rd if you still have the time and energy afterwards. As most of the exhibits are indoors, this tour is ideal to do on a rainy day, but be aware that everyone else will have the same idea. Start your tour at South Kensington Underground Station, which is found on the Circle, District and Piccadilly lines. Once through the ticket barrier, take the right-hand staircase in front of you and turn right at the top into a little row of shops, and then right again when you exit onto Thurlow Street. At the corner of Exhibition Road, turn left, staying on the left-hand side. Take the pedestrian crossing over Thurlow Place and then Cromwell Road. You will then be in sight of the Natural History Museum and the Victoria and Albert Museum, also called the V&A. The first set of directions are for the Natural History Museum, but if you're prioritizing one of the other museums, please allow your mind to wander briefly until I say you are back on this corner. Pause commentary until you reach there. If you see a long queue, that's a British term for lineup, of people down the left-hand side of Exhibition Road in front of you, that is likely the entrance to the Natural History Museum. They do try to move you in as quickly as possible. Note that if you have bought tickets to one of their exhibitions, which I have always found to be excellent, you can go to the front of the queue if you are within your allotted time slot. The museum is otherwise free to enter, though they do ask for a reasonable donation near the entrance. There is a map to download from their website, nhm.ac.uk, under Family Favourites. This should help you prioritise what to see. I recommend the Dinosaur Gallery, Hints Hall with Hope the Blue Whale, and the Sea Reptiles Hall with the dedication to pioneering paleontologist Mary Anning and the only known example of a short-nosed ichthyosaur, and the Vault. I know the latter seems tucked away at the back of the Minerals Hall, but trust me, you're going to want to see it. Also, don't miss the Mammals Hall with their mixed display of extinct and contemporary animals that is really fascinating. I also want to mention that the cafe, the kitchen, near Sophie, the most complete Stegosaurus fossil ever found, is the best food in the 3 museums in my humble opinion. The cafe on the ground floor of the V&A is a great setting for drinks and cake though. Once you have finished with the exhibits inside the Natural History Museum, exit out the doors from Hints Hall, that's the large central hall, by the gift shop. You should be able to get to the Urban Nature Garden from there, though it wasn't open yet at the time of recording, so please ask a member of staff if it's not obvious. There you will be able to see a bronze replica of Dippy, the beloved Diplodocus that graced Hints Hall for many years. When you are finished with the garden, exit out the gates in front of the doors you exited the museum from, after admiring what I think is the most beautiful building in London, and turn left. Make your way back to the corner of Exhibition Road and Cromwell Road to head to the next museum. Pause commentary until you reach there. I am next going to direct you to the V&A, so once again, if this isn't your top 2 museums to visit today, please make your way back up Exhibition Road, past the entrance to the Natural History Museum, and listen to the commentary just outside the Science Museum, further up on the left. Cross Exhibition Road at the pedestrian crossing and walk along the front of the V&A until you reach the entrance. Go inside and you will find the information desk in front of you and maps of the museum nearby. The displays focus on all aspects of arts and crafts, sometimes divided by country of origin, Japan is my favorite, and by type of item, fashion is my must-see. Other recommendations are the impressive cast courts, theater and performance, and the jewelry room. In the latter, look out for a pendant with a tiny mirror behind it, with items from around the 1500s. This is my favorite item in the museum. You may recall I mentioned cake in relation to the V&A, and if you head to the Morris, Gamble, and Pointer rooms on their map, you will discover the first purpose-built cafe in any museum in the world. The decor is hard to beat. Surely that's worth a short and indulgent break. Pause commentary until you have completed your tour of the V&A and are just outside the Exhibition Road exit, which is labeled on their map. Once finished at the V&A, head out the exit and across the road to the right is the entrance to the Science Museum. If not going to the Science Museum, turn left and head back to the corner of Exhibition Road and Cromwell Road. If you are going, cross carefully, preferably at a pedestrian crossing, but taking great care regardless, and enter the Science Museum. According to their website, sciencemuseum.org.uk, they ask you to book a free ticket for a specific time slot, so if this museum is your priority, you may wish to do this and go there first. I can't help but think they would try to accommodate you if you just turned up, though. Have a look at their website to see what they have to offer. There are 2 zones that there is a charge for, the Power-Up Gallery featuring 5 decades of computer games, and the Wonderlab Gallery with interactive displays and presentations. There is plenty to see for free, though. Exploring Space, the Energy Hall, and Making of the Modern World exhibits all have great impact. My personal favorite is the Flight Gallery, as I've always loved biplanes. Whatever you choose to do, I hope you enjoy your visit. Pause commentary until you have finished at the museum and are back outside. When you are ready, turn right outside of the doors that you first entered the museum and walk back down Exhibition Road. Cross over at the pedestrian crossing of Cromwell Road and go straight down to Thurlow Street. Turn right and you should see the entrance to South Kensington Underground Station on your left. I sincerely hope you have enjoyed exploring South Kensington museums and will join me again on a Path Less Travelled UK soon.